What's up folks, GameRex here, welcome back to a brand new video on this channel. You know, dinosaurs are some of the most amazing and fascinating animals this world has ever seen. So I think it's time for you guys to share some extra knowledge about these amazing creatures. Because I feel like, you know, it doesn't happen too often, you know. I think dinosaurs are really underappreciated, very underrated. Of course, we all loved them as kids, but now with these very interesting facts and terrifying facts about these animals, we can really try to appreciate them as adults as well. So that's what we're doing today. Today we are going to look at some crazy, absolutely phenomenal dinosaur facts. And by the way, before we begin this video, we are going to react to some shorts and some videos of the Dino Facts, one of my favorite YouTube channels. So anyways, don't waste any more time and let's jump into it. Right, let's go.
Of Tyrannosaurus has just been described.
Yeah, I heard that. Macraensis. Yeah, for the people who don't know it yet, this was first Alamotyrannus, but now it has been confirmed to be a new species, which is called Tyrannosaurus macraensis. I don't know. I'm sorry if I pronounce it horribly. Yeah, it's a new discovery and it's very cool actually. Very cool. So I think this will give us a new point of view of the Tyrannosaurus family, of course. Let's watch this short, because otherwise I'll be giving you guys the false information.
This specimen is thought to be between 71 to 73 million years old, about 5 to 7 million years before Tyrannosaurus rex first.
Yeah, I think Tyrannosaurus rex lived around 66 million years ago, literally at the pale end of the Cretaceous, and yeah, this Tyrannosaurid lived, yeah, what he says closer to 71 to 73 million years ago. So yeah, that's very interesting. So that clearly tells us that it's not the same species.
It's thought that this new Tyrannosaur isn't an ancestor, but rather a sister taxon to the T-Rex.
Oh!
The authors of the paper have also proposed that the Tyrannosaurini, the group that encompasses both of these species, may have originated in the southwest rather than...
Wow, okay.
Hopefully this study can be a gateway into learning more about the origins of these massive predators.
Yeah, I think this will be looked upon in the future, because this sounds very interesting. And of course, you know, it isn't a direct ancestor of, you know, for example, the T-Rex, because yeah, I mean, it probably is very closely related to the T-Rex, but it's not a direct ancestor. That's the same as if your uncle is your ancestor. That's, yeah, let's put it in that way. But very interesting story, and I can't wait for new discoveries to show up. So very cool.
Nice.
Next one, let's go.
Allosaurus is one of the most popular carnivorous dinosaurs, and if you like this,
it's my favorite.
Good news for you.
It's my favorite dinosaur.
Because of its fragmentary nature, some scientists have considered the holotype a nomen dubium. Because of how zoological nomenclature normally works, this would mean the name Allosaurus would then become invalid.
Excuse me, let him finish.
This is definitely a step in the right direction and could possibly help to find other species in the future as well.
Well, I mean, if it helps for the future, then yeah, of course, yeah, why not? Actually, I think that I notice a lot about Allosaurus and Saurophaganax is that a lot of people think that they are either the same species or that Saurophaganax is a different kind of Allosaurus. Well, they look a lot like each other, you know, they are very similar, but they're definitely not the same species. And, you know, yeah, they may be related to each other, and yeah, they look almost the same, but you know, Saurophaganax is just a bit bigger. Well, not a bit bigger. He's probably a lot bigger than Allosaurus. But sounds, yeah, to be honest, that's very cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. All right, let's go.
These are 3 horrifying ways prehistoric animals could end you. First up, we got impaled. Giant as dark.
Oh yeah, I know where this is going. Oh
like
yeah, definitely.
Birds, they were likely able to stab with precision, making none of us safe.
No. No, God! Let me tell you, if a Quetzalcoatlus with its huge beak, which covers most of their head length, stabs you or, you know, impales you, that's, oh my god, I can't imagine the pain that must bring with it. I mean, if you get impaled by a Quetzalcoatlus, you are completely in a total shock. I mean, oh, no thank you. No, thank you.
One of those brutes like Dinosuchus would rip your body apart just from the force. But few ends are as terrifying as our next.
Oh god. Fun fact actually about Dinosuchus. Dinosuchus is a true crocodilian, while Sarcosuchus isn't a true crocodilian. You know, I think Dinosuchus and Sarcosuchus are the two most popular crocodile-like animals, you know, during the Mesozoic. But the Dinosuchus is actually a true crocodilian, which means that it is closely related to, especially alligators. But it's basically just an alligator, but much larger. While Sarcosuchus belonged to another group of crocodile-like reptiles, which were called, I think, I have to say it right this time, crocodilomorphs or crocodiliforms. Yeah. Well, basically, it wasn't. It of course was related to crocodiles and alligators, but not as much as Dinosuchus was.
This is the largest carcharodontosaur from North America.
Acrocanthosaurus.
Meet Acrocanthosaurus, the high-spined lizard.
Which is very weird. It's very weird actually, because it's called high-spined lizard. That's the literal translation. That doesn't make any sense. You know why? Acrocanthosaurus means high-spined lizard. Spinosaurus means spined lizard or something. So why is the Acrocanthosaurus high-spined lizard while the Spinosaurus has bigger spines or longer spines? That doesn't make sense, does it? Or am I just crazy?
Studies of their arms show us that they were incredibly heavily muscled, but not able to bend very far. It's thought that once they captured their prey, they'd use their arms to hold it in place while using their mouth to...
Yeah, makes sense. That indeed makes sense. You know what's very funny actually with some people? They always think with these huge theropods that these small arms don't really have a purpose. Well, in reality, those arms definitely did have a purpose. For example, with the T-Rex, of course, those arms may look small on such a big body, but in fact, they are bigger than a human arm. So, you know, this is I mean, I'm very small for a human boy, and, you know, my arms are not that big. Or not that long, but yeah, there's a T-Rex arm is bigger than my arm, basically, and also I think 4 to 5 times stronger than a human arm. So yeah, those arms definitely weren't useless, because I think there's even evidence of muscle scarring on those bones. So yeah, that shows that although it looked like that they had small arms, they are not that small and not that weak. So, alright. Terrorbirds. Yeah.
Terrorbirds use their powerful and massive beak to hunt. Secretary birds use a rapid kicking method. But what do seriamas do?
Oh, they smash it to the ground. Yeah, I've seen that.
Throw their prey against rocks or other hard surfaces to break their bones. Oh.
Yeah, that's right indeed. Seriamas, they you know, pick small animals up and throw them against hard objects. That's how they did it. And of course, their larger relatives, the terrorbirds, like for example Calancan or Titanus, they of course they use their large beak to, you know, to launch an attack on their victims, you know, and to pinch it down basically. Yeah, I honestly I would love to see I would have loved to see a terrorbird in real life. It's so unfortunate that they went extinct as well, because amazing animals. Would have loved to see them. But yeah, you know, terrorbirds, they were the apex predators of their region in South America. So that's very unique actually, because I think in South America it was the last continent where birds were apex predators, while everywhere else in the world, in Europe, North America, Asia, etc., the mammals became the most dominant hunters on land, while in South America, back then, the terrorbirds still ruled, you know, the open grass fields, the jungles, or I don't know.
Oh, and if the prey's too large, it'll use a very raptor-like claw to tear them apart.
And it has a raptor-like claw, of course.
These guys would be terrifying if they were much larger.
Yeah. Oh my god, no, please not. I mean, if that animal was 10 times larger, beautiful animal, but no thank you.
What's the
All
difference
right.
between a raptor and a megaraptor?
Interesting.
I've
I know
noticed
it
that some people
already.
confuse megaraptors for dromaeosaurs, the animals that we typically call raptors.
No.
They were confused because when fossils were first discovered in the 1990s for animals like megaraptor, their big hand claws were confused for foot claws.
No, no, no. Actually, let me tell you the difference between dromaeosaurs and megaraptors. As you can see, megaraptors, they have much, much larger arms than dromaeosaurs. Dromaeosaurs are more feathered. They have a lot more feathers than megaraptors. And megaraptors in general are a lot bigger than, you know, dromaeosaurs, which already says it by the name, megaraptor, you know, but you can clearly see by the appearance that they are not the same. I mean, for anyone who has a decent understanding of dinosaurs, you can see that they are not the same animals, or not in the same family group.
Dromaeosaurs were part of a group known as Maniraptora, which themselves were
I
part
think
of
that's where the
known as
confusion
Saurosaurians.
comes in with the name.
Nowadays, you know, there's
Alright.
one dinosaur that I feel doesn't get a lot of credit, and it should, because it's a very interesting animal. That
Alright.
dinosaur would be a Margosaurus, a relatively small sauropod with very long spines on its neck.
Yeah.
I know I said that they're small, but they're only relatively small compared to other
Yeah, I
sauropods.
mean, when you're talking about small with sauropods, well, all sauropods are massive, but of course, some sauropods like Amargasaurs and I think Shunosaurus as well are smaller compared to other sauropods. I mean, normally when you think of sauropods, you think of Brachiosaurs, Dreadnoughtus, Argentinosaurs, all these huge sauropods, but you know, animals like Amargasaur, they are a bit less big, basically, but they are still huge compared to humans.
However, a 2022 study looked in depth at the spines and showed us they were more than likely covered in skin like a sail.
Well,
meaning that
could be.
defense probably wasn't these spines' first function. If it was
Probably
one of
heat
their functions
regulation
at
or
all,
mating
it really
display.
exemplifies how many mysteries are still left surrounding dinosaurs,
Yeah.
even ones that we discovered in the 80s and before. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, and I mean that's so shit about, you know, fossils, etc. You will never truly know 100% what these functions are, what these secrets could have been. You know, but that's also the beauty of paleontology. Sometimes knowing what you don't know, you know, keeps you it keeps you thinking. Keeps you thinking, and it's very cool actually to think about it. I mean, I can't wait for new discoveries to show up in the near future. It just sounds so freaking awesome. Well, ladies and gents, that was the video. That was it. Yes, ladies and gents, let me know, what did you think about this video, and do you think that I pointed out the right facts? If I missed anything, then make sure to leave a comment down below. I would love that to hear. Anyways, if you like this video, then make sure to drop a like down below, and if you haven't subscribed yet, then make sure to subscribe to the channel, and of course put on notifications so you don't miss any new video. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Ciao bello!